In one of the most bizarre personnel decisions in recent memory, the Cinderella Story 11-1 relocation team known as the Columbus Explorers, as part of your pink slip franchise, have immediately relinquished head coaching duties from first-year head coach Tom Savage. Savage, who was a runaway for Coach of the Year, reportedly failed the yearly coaching staff drug test to a known banned substance. And we need to remind everyone, Tom Savage is not a stranger to failed drug tests, as his last year with the relocation Toronto Huskies was tarnished with a failed drug test, and it was eventually unveiled that the failed substance, the banned substance, was Rinstrol, a known anabolic steroid. We were told from sources within the Columbus organization that they have an A+ hire lined up as Savage's midseason replacement that is to be announced in the coming days. But as the landscape of the NFL changes and a shockwave has been sent through with the best young coach in the National Football League now unemployed, the only public statement made at this time, released from Tom Savage on his Twitter, was a tweet just stating Savage Saturdays. One could only assume that Tom Savage may has his eyes set on college football, where they also conveniently don't drug test their coaching staff. I'm sure more is to follow in the coming hours. What's up, Slapdick? Tom Savage, your Savage season. And college football is the greatest sport on earth. On any given Sunday, ranked, unranked, 5-star, no star, whatever team wants it the most, they can win. You know, yada, yada, yada. That's what they always say. But in reality, a campus legend like myself, Rutgers, Pitt, whatever school I went to, the parties, the women, the glory, the campus legend, and becoming a millionaire in the NFL, that is what it's all about. Building kids into men, you know, if they want it bad enough, you can go to the NFL, all this stuff. No. It's about having a good time, winning in style, dominating your opponent, and going to the show. And now, with kids soon to be allowed to get paid money, a change is coming. No longer will Alabama and their 4'11" coach, Clemson, I don't know what that is, Cletus looking backwoods and Ohio State. No longer these big schools, these perennial Power 5 schools. They're not going to have all the power anymore. You know, that campus prestige, that NFL pedigree, it's not going to matter. It is going to turn into what team has the biggest ambition, what team has the biggest pockets. Leaving the NFL like I did wasn't planned out that way, but I know I'm the man. I was 11-1 with the worst team in the league. Imagine what I'm going to do in college. I'm going to dominate. Whatever program I take over, I'm going to dominate. And it should be nearly instantaneously that I take whatever scrub team, whatever good team, whatever middle team backs that Brinks truck up for the Savage season. I'm going to make them into one hell of a dynasty, one hell of a program, the go-to place, must-see TV. But all these colleges know that if you want me to come in and turn your shit program around, you're going to have deep pockets for me and deep pockets for my recruits. I took 4 interviews this week, and I'm going to be honest, all these schools, athletic directors, whining and dining, putting incentives, putting bonuses, and let's be honest, there was a lot of bonuses. I never should have gone to the NFL. College is where it's at. College is where Savage season belongs. All 4 schools offered up the right amount of money. Now, I just need to weigh my options before I can come to a decision about who gets Savage. Hawaii was first up. I mean, who wouldn't want to live in perfect weather, play in perfect weather? The homegrown talent has never been better. You look at, Mariota, the Tagovailoas, pretty much all the recruits that are legit in the Pac-12 have some sort of, they cover Hawaii, let's be completely honest. And I told them they wanted me to come. Their number one priority has to be moving to the Pac-12. I'm not staying Mountain Well. No, we're going to Pac-12. They have a solid roster in place, and not really having to start the team from scratch is a positive. And I mean, the advantage of, away teams having to come to a dominant team on an island, that might have an opportunity to be the best home field advantage in college football. But the time changes suck. It's already had a lot of history. I'd have to do a whole lot for it to become the school Tom Savage rebuilt. And let's be honest, Hawaiian pizza is absolute ass. North Texas had some pretty substantial boosters hit me up. With the University of Texas being absolutely awful, the state of Texas has never been more wide open. With ambitions to get to a point of moving into the Big 12, and trust me, enough money to put what SMU did back in like the 80s with Eric Dickerson and getting a death penalty. These would be 9 death penalties worth of financial backing. I don't know what these guys must swim in oil, but it's very, very interesting, and I'm interested. Plus, if you're going to be the big swinging dick in the state of Texas, I'll be the biggest celebrity in town. And when that crypt keeper up in Dallas in the NFL inevitably offers me a head coaching job, being able to not only say that I am the most popular and successful coach on the most popular and successful team in the state of Texas and giving him the middle finger, that sounds pretty damn good to me. UAB, Alabama, Birmingham was kind of surprised as they were just a defunct program up until 2 years ago? But with a big ass stadium and sights on really trying to go into the SEC, that could be the most rewarding. You know, taking a team that lives and has been the redheaded stepchild and Nick Saban and Alabama, being able to eventually get into the SEC and take over the state of Alabama. Not make it crimson tide red, but make it this ugly yellow and green and gold that we have for the Blazers. What the hell's a Blazer? What kind of nerd shit is that? But being able to beat that short, small, fragile little man, Nick Saban, at his own game, I think that's something Savage can get behind. That is actually something Savage can get behind. But it's going to be really, really challenging. If I really want to have to put in the work, we already know how much Alabama already pays their recruits. Having to compete with that, that's not going to change with all the new college rules. That is already going to be very, very tough. And let's be honest, I'll tell you right now, the money that UAB is offered is without a shadow of doubt the least amount of all my offers. And the last one, a product of what's to come in NCAA for the future. A new private organization who intends to capitalize and maximize athletes being able to make money. We have Miami Tech. That's what they're called. I have no idea if they even have a stadium yet, but what they have told me, they have a lot of ties to the IMG Academy, which is like a Florida factory, a science lab of creating athletic freaks and future Pro Bowlers. They made one hell of a bitch, man. They backed those Brinks trucks up without a shadow of doubt. The most money right up there. Actually, no, you know what? Maybe I can leverage them in North Texas. It's pretty damn close between the two. But all I can tell you now is that with the next few classes of those IMG kids already committed, with what we're going to be starting with, it's going to be tough. We're going to be a cupcake roster, but the upside's there. The upside is without a doubt there. It's the biggest upside out of all the offers. I could take them and we can go towards the ACC. I can take them. We can look at the SEC. I control where we go, what we do. It would literally be Savage U. Can we get them to make a change to the name? Can we honestly change it to Savage U? I'll sign right now. They can change it. No? Whatever. It's fucking Miami. Who wouldn't want to live in Miami? So we got some choices. We got some decisions to make. Honestly, I'm torn. I'm going to spend the next few days consulting with advisors and family and trust that in the end, I'll make the right decision. But until then, fellas, adios.